Good day, everyone. I'm Bob, and Human 2.0 and I would like to welcome you to a gentle strength and balance workout. Let's warm up. Start with marching on the spot. Use your best posture, and every once in a while try that deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we're going to start with 3 steps forward with a tap and 3 steps back with a tap. Okay, in 4, 3, 2, let's go. So it's 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3, tap. Really easy, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3, tap. It doesn't matter what foot you start with. I'm on my right. So it's right, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3, tap. One more time. And march it. So right. So we're going to take 2 step touches to the right. That's that way. And 2 back. You ready? In 4, 3, 2, you ready? Let's go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or a step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. You do this all day long. Walking around your house, in your yard. It's really easy. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. One more time. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, and march. And I use my arms for balance. We're going to take a V step forward. So we just step forward with our right foot and bring our left one up, and then back with our right foot and our left one back. So 4, 3, 2, you ready? Let's go. So it's V step. Now I might as well make a V with my arms as I step forward. Right, left, back, right, right, left, back, right. Good. V step. Stand tall. And one more. March it here. Good work. If you don't start exactly when I do, that's okay. Just join in. And now we're going to do a Mambo. So we're going to start with the right, and we're just going to present our right hip to the front with a little bit forward and back swing. So it's like this. So it's Mambo, Mambo. Just present your hip, whatever hip you're using. Present it. So step forward, rock back. And one more. And march it. So now we're going to put the whole thing together. We're going to go forward 3, tap, back 3, tap. 2 step touches to the right. A couple of V steps, maybe 4 of them. And then a few Mambos and we're done. So ready? In 4, 3, 2, let's go. So it's 1, 2, 3, tap, back, do it again. So it's 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, and again. 2 more. And 1 more. Step touch to the right. There's 1 and 2. And back. Again. There's 1 and 2. And back. Again. 1, 2. And 1 more time. And then it's the V step with the right foot and the right arm. Let's go. So it's a V step, forward and back. V step, forward and back. Let's do a few more of these. How about 4, 3, 2, Mambo on the right. Present your hip so it's up there and back. A little bit of a rocking motion. It's like, should I? No. I'll go back. Mambo, present the hip. 2 more. Mambo and Mambo. And march it. Good work. What a great way to begin a workout. Use your brain. You want to be able to focus no matter what exercises you're doing, because once you get out into the real world, your brain will remember all these moves and you'll do them properly. Okay, now we want to start on the left leg here. So I have to tap my left leg to get onto that side. So here I go, I tap my left, and now I'm on the left lead. Left, left, left. Good work. And you remember all the parts? So it's forward and back, and it's step touching, V-steps, and Mambos. In 4, 3, let's go forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, tap. A couple of more of these. So it's left, 2, 3, tap. One more. Left, 2, 3, tap. 2 step touches to the left. There's 1, 2, and back. There's 1, 2, and back. And there's 1, 2. One more time. So a left step touch. V step right here, left. V and back. V. Good work. V step and back. This is so much fun. Do 4 more of those. So there's V and back. V and back. V and back. One more. And Mambo left. Present the left hip. That's it. Swing it forward and back. It's great fun, right? We're almost done the warm up. 1, 2, 3, and the last one. And march it out. Good work. Shake it all out. Your body's warmed up. Your brain's warmed up. Let's move on. Strength or weight part of this workout is next. So I'll give you a few seconds to get yourself a couple of hand weights. Now I use cans of kidney beans. Kidney beans are one of the 10 best foods for North American people, red kidney beans especially. And I have always a couple of cans in the cupboard. So they're only about 1 or 2 pounds in weight. Whatever weights you use for this weight strength workout, make sure you keep it light. Okay, so you got your weights. So we're just going to push overhead with these and lift our knees up as we push. So remember, stand tall. Do some deep breathing every once in a while. That means in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we'll do 10 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to cross our legs in front with a little tap and bring our forearms together, keeping our arms at 90 degrees. Good. And we'll just do 10 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put our feet together. Arms are at goalpost position here. Do a little bit of a squat, pushing our knees forward, and do some dips with our arms. Forearm dips. Yes, we're working our upper body and our lower body at the same time. So we'll just do 10 of these. 1, 2, push your knees together and forward. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get your legs really wide, toes pointing straight ahead. And as you reach for the big tree in front of you to give it a hug, you're going to push your hips back and sit in an imaginary chair that isn't there. And we'll just do 10 of these. 1. My arms are pretty straight. I'm hugging this tree. There's 4. 3 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to bring my feet right together, push my elbows back up, okay, and I'm going to straighten my arms so that they're parallel to the ground. And as I do that, I'll do a tap back. So it's a tricep kickback, working the upper arm on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, relax your head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, good, good. So we're just going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, tuck our elbows into our sides or our obliques, keep them there, and bicep curl like this. So we bring the weights up and then all the way down so the arms are straight as we do a little bit of a dig in front with our heel. So it's a bicep, upper arm on the front, complementary muscle to the one we just did, the tricep. Good work, just 10 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put your feet together. Get everything close to your body, the weights in your arms, and as we keep our arms bent and push them out like this, we do the fly. We call this the fly. It's been around a long time. You can feel it in your shoulders and the back. Tapping out to the side so that the lower body is always working when the upper body is, to keep it natural. So just 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to put one of my weights down, but to do that, I'm going to make sure I use my legs. I bend at the knee, keeping my head up, placing it on the ground. I'm looking at you. Good. And then I'm going to put my body into a position where I'm resting my forearm on my quad, not on my knee, right? And my legs are apart, and I'm going to reach down and I'm going to pull up the weight to my armpit. And then I'm going to turn and watch my arm push the weight overhead and bring it back down. So I pull it up, do a roll up, a twist, be careful with the twist, and push overhead. In fact, if you're not feeling too comfortable with the twist part and the pushing the arm overhead, just stick here with the roll. So we'll just do 10 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's my cat, Twyla May. She always likes to join me for workouts in the morning. I think 3 more of these. This is a row. 1 more. Now instead of standing up again, I'm just going to switch hands and turn my feet a little bit, keeping my legs nice and wide. And then I roll. Or I choose to add the twist. So I pull it to my armpit, look overhead, push the arm straight up, and come back down. Anytime you do a twist movement, be very careful, because of course it's your back that you're working with to do that twist, and we want to keep our backs healthy. And if we haven't done too many exercises, be careful with the twists. Just 4 more. One more just in case I can't count right. And while I'm down here, I might as well pick up my other hand. My legs are bent, notice, and I straighten them out and stand up. Good work. Now I'm going to use both weights, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to hinge halfway down, so I'm in an upside down L. Let the weight dangle there, and I'm going to push my hips forward and bring my arms so that they're parallel to the ground. So it's a hip thrust. So I'm working my hips here with a couple of light weights. You can do it at whatever speed you want, but if you want to stay with me, I'll just go about this speed. And my arms are straight, my legs are straight, shoulder width apart, and I'm going halfway down and pushing my hips forward so that I'm standing in this position. So we'll just do 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to keep my legs exactly where they were. I'm putting the weights with straight arms overhead. And as I lower my arms down, I bend at the knees and push my hips back and swing the weights between my legs and come all the way back up. So my arms are straight overhead. Sit in the chair that isn't there. Push my hips back. Arms are straight, swing between my legs, come back up. Just 10 of those, here we go. There's 1, 2, go whatever speed you want. If you don't do 10 with me, that's okay. If you can't get your arms all the way up overhead, just get as high as you can, but keep the arms straight. Just 5 more. Just 3 more and you're done. Squat, swing. And 1 more. Good work. The last strength weight exercise is a lunge. So one leg is back. I'm on the balls of my feet back there. The other one's forward. Both toes are pointing straight ahead on both feet. All the toes are. So I tuck my arms in like that the bicep curl. And as I curl, I go down a little bit into a lunge, keeping my body as straight as possible. In other words, I'm not leaning forward, leaning back. I've got the best posture. And I do some curls at the same time as I lunge. Now, some people can lunge all the way down so that their knee almost touches the ground or does. But I'm just about here. You got to practice this, and you're doing a lot of core work to keep yourself from falling over. You want to be stable because your legs are apart and they're in a funny position. So it's good for the beginning of the balance stuff we're going to do next. Have you been counting? How about 3 more? 3. So I'd like to do 10, 12, 15 reps when I do my weights. Perfect posture, right? Tuck the arms close to the obliques, the sides.
Come. You're going to stay up. Stay up. You don't have to come in.
So I always say that I'm going up and down like an elevator. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Balance is next. Get yourself a sturdy chair, one that's not going to slide around, and put it next to you. And the leg that's closest to the chair is your supporting leg for this one-legged balance routine. Lift the other one off the ground, even a little bit's fine, and shift your weight to the supporting leg and hold on to the chair. Stand up nice and tall and breathe in through your nose. Blow out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Good work. Go to the other side. The rocks in my patio are a little uneven here. But you're probably in the house, so everything should be okay. Stand on one foot, the one closest to the chair. Hold on to the chair. Get the other one off the ground a little bit. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And one more in through your nose, out through your mouth. And some people, when they're doing the deep breathing, whether it's practicing balance or just sitting there watching TV or whatever, they try to breathe in for a 4 count and blow out for a 7 count or an 8 count, twice as much. And that's always good. And you'll feel your diaphragm moving up underneath your ribs and down, pushing the organs out of the way to make room for oxygen in your lungs. Get that leg off the ground. Can you bring it up so that your leg is bent and it's at 90 and it's hanging here like this? Can you flex your foot so that you pull your toes up toward your knee and then just gently push the whole leg to the back and bring it up, keeping it at 90 and at 90 here, and push your leg back, standing tall the whole time. Yeah, anyway, the breathing, the deep breathing works the diaphragm, and the diaphragm is one of your main core muscles which stabilizes you, and that's what balance is all about, stabilization. So you're working your core muscles deep inside your body and other surface muscles to make sure you don't fall over. And we're doing it on one leg. Have you been counting? Remember, we do about 10, 12, 15 reps of something. Let's do the other side. Standing on the supporting leg closest to the chair, holding onto the chair, shift my weight, lift my leg up, 90 degrees at the ankle, 90 degrees at the knee, and gently push the whole leg back, working those hips too. And you have core muscles in the back of your leg, both sides of course, moving up through your glutes or your hip area into your spine area, and those are multifidi muscles that are core muscles too. So you got the diaphragm and the multifidi muscles, making sure that you don't fall over. Is that 10? Let's go to the other side again. I should fix this patio. Okay, up comes the leg, and it's bent the same as it was before, except now you're going to take it out to the side and bring it back. I'm holding onto the chair, and maybe I'm breathing deeply or just normally. Good, swing it out, take your time. Form is important. Stand tall, best posture always. What does that mean? It means somebody's pulling the top of your head up to make you even taller. You're tucking your chin into the back of your neck. Your hips are in a pelvic tilt, but not too much. Other side. So, up comes the leg, everything's at 90. Push it out, bring it back. Stand tall. So we have the diaphragm as a core muscle. We have the multifidi running through the back of your body all the way up the chain is a core muscle. And there's 2 more I want to mention. But let's just finish this off with the hip balance. Other side. Okay, now we're going to take the leg straight out. It's a straight leg, pushing it way out. I can feel it here in my hip. Stand tall. Like, don't lean like that. Stand as tall as you can. Hold on to that chair. Yes, you have a Kegel series of muscles in your pelvic floor, you know, in between your butt cheeks down there. And you want to squeeze those, not your bum muscles, but the Kegel muscles in your pelvic floor. And that'll stabilize all the organs in your lower abdomen, which sometimes cause you to fall over. And one more. Other side. A lot to remember, right? Legs up, straight out, stand tall. So we have those Kegel muscles that I'm squeezing right now, And you can be in any position. Lying down, sitting down, standing up, moving, doesn't matter. You can still kegel, which means contract the muscles in your pelvic floor down at the bottom there. And one more on this side and one more on that side. Okay, you ready? We're going to make circles with our straight leg out here while we stand tall. We could do like 5 or 6 one way and then go the other way. And if you want to, you could try to make figure 8s with that leg, something like this. Or you can just go around the other way. And the closer you are to the supporting leg here, the easier this will be. So you people that are thinking this is just way too easy, get your leg way out there and make circles. And I can feel it in my hip and in lots of other places too. So the leg swing one way and then the other, approximately 5 or 6 one way, maybe a figure 8, maybe not, maybe close to your supporting leg, maybe out farther, other way. Stand tall, no leaning, best posture. Good work. We're finished with the chair, so you can move that to the side. Let's just take a nice cleansing breath. So we breathe in through our nose as we pull up the positive energy. And we push away all the negative stuff and blow out. Again. And blow out. One more time. Now the last half of the balance part of this workout involves walking forward, and we'll go 5 steps forward and 5 steps backwards in a straight line. So we try to keep the line as straight as possible. So some people put a mark on the floor, or there's a crack in their tile or hardwood floor or something, and they try to walk along that crack to keep it straight. Or you can just imagine that there's a line there and you're walking straight. So to do this, I'm going to always go heel, toes, and I'm going to lift my leg up a little bit when I walk, which involves lots of muscles when you lift your leg up and move forward. All right, and it doesn't matter what leg you start with, but I'm going to take 5 steps forward and 5 steps back, and not too fast, and in a straight line. And my head, well, I'm going to look down and watch what I'm doing. So my head is on an angle down. So here I go. There's 1. It's like you're creeping through the house or the garden because you don't want to disturb anybody sleeping. And then we're going back. We lift our leg up, put our toe, heel, look down if you can possibly do that so you can see what you're doing. 4 or 5 steps, right? Good. Now we're going to look straight ahead. Use our peripheral vision to check out what's going on the ground. But it's the same movement. We can move our arms for balance too. It's like a slow motion walk. Remember, it's heel, toe, and then we go back. It's toe, heel, straight line, toe, heel. Lift the leg up a little bit. Don't drag your leg forward and back. Lift it. Good, we're looking straight ahead. The next one, you're gonna put one hand over the eye, cupping it so that you can't possibly see other than with just one eye here, and we go forward again. Take your time. I hope that you're focused so there'll be no accidents. And we go back, and I'm just taking 5 steps or so. You could take 10 if you have a bigger space, but you always go forward and back and you lift your legs. Okay, let's try the other side. Cup the eye. Now when you're not using your eyes for balance, things become a little bit harder. Those core muscles deep inside your body, including the transverse abdominis one that goes around your middle like a girdle, and the multifidi up through the back, they work all the time, but when your eyes are open, they don't work as much. So let's try to do this forward and back thing with our eyes shut. So just check out the space around you. You're not going very far. We're not moving very fast. Make sure there's nothing on the floor. And both eyes are going to be shut. And do I trust you? Yes. But let's put our hands over our eyes. And then take your... Ooh, this is a little different, right? Take your time. And if you're not 1 foot in front of the other walking on the crack or the tile, the hardwood flooring, your legs are apart a little bit, and you're really, really working the core muscles because you're not using your eyes at all. But I should mention, okay, got my eyes open, that there's a balance center in your inner ear. So it's not really dealing with hearing things that's going to keep them from falling over, even though that's true. That's part of the balance. It's just the brain inner ear connection that tells your body parts what to do because you're moving and you don't want to fall over. Complicated? Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay? So that's your balance routine for this workout. For the stretch portion of the workout, I'm sitting in my chair. Why not? I took the trouble to get it. I might as well sit in it and do my stretches seated. So I'm going to start, first of all, by sitting up nice and tall. And I'll show you that from the side, that my back is not pushed against the chair like this. See my posture? Not good. Much better. I'm kind of like vertical down to the belly button and then out to the knees. It forms a little bit of an L in the lower part of my legs and the upper part of my body, but I'm sitting up tall like this. Okay, I'll turn around so you can see me this way. So nice and tall. So the chair is nice and firm and hard. I'm not using the back of it and I'm just sitting up nice and tall. So my shoulders are down and back a little bit. My hands are just pointed with the palms out a little bit, like I haven't got them this way or right straight down. They're just pointing out a little bit. They're at my sides. My chin is pushed back. My head is being pulled. Imaginary rope is pulling it straight up. I'm breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. Maybe out 8 counts, maybe not. I got to practice that. So to begin with, we're going to do something I call the owl. I'm going to grab my shoulder with my hand here at the ridge, the shoulder ridge. This is my trapezius muscle that goes from here over top of my shoulder into my shoulder blades and up into my neck. I'm going to cup the shoulder ridge and I'm going to push my fingers in and grab it, push my palm into it at the front, get some blood into that trapezius muscle, sitting in the best possible posture possible for me. And then slowly I'm going to take my head and turn my glance into the squeeze and hold it there. How long? The longer the better. But you know what? For the sake of this video, let's slowly come back to center and look away from the squeeze. Sitting up nice and tall. That's a robin you hear? Somewhere in the tree behind me. Slowly come back to center. And this time when I look up, I'm going to take one leg and straighten it and put my heel on the ground. So there's my toe, see? And my heel is on the ground as I look up and hold it. This is a nerve flossing exercise to give your nerves a chance to go from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. I believe someone told me that there's 70,000 nerves. Let's do that with our toe touching the ground and our heel up on that leg. So I've got like a ballerina thing going on here with my toe and my heel's up as I look down. Sometimes I feel a cramp in the bottom of my foot when I do this. So I'm looking down, my chin is on my chest. And for the sake of this, it's just about 10 seconds, so I'll just relax. Let's do a little shoulder shrug and hold it up here. Shoulders by the ears. Can we flex our hands and push down at the same time as we shrug up. Good. So think about your posture. Head's being pulled up, chin is tucked into the neck. Shoulders are down, relaxed, and back a little bit. Hands are kind of twisted out, but we're going to use this hand. Cup the shoulder ridge. Give it a squeeze to get blood into that area of your trapezius. And then when you're ready, gently turn your head into the squeeze. And then slowly back to neutral and then away from the squeeze with your glance. I see a robin down there in my garden. And back to center, and as I look up, I straighten this leg with my heel on the ground and my toe pointing up. And I look up to do that nerve flossing. 70,000 nerves from the top of your head pass through your body to the bottom of your feet. At least approximately 70,000. Now I'm going to take my head that's in neutral and put my chin on my chest, but I'm going to take my toe and put the toe on the ground and lift my heel up on that leg. Here we go with the chin down. So if you could hold these stretches individually for 2 minutes each, that would be wonderful for your body. Since you've warmed your body up with weights and balance, done a little workout there, you might as well take advantage of the warm muscles and stretch them. Then they'll have more range of motion for you during the day. So to finish this off, we're still sitting in our chair nice and tall. I'm going to take my ear on this side, doesn't matter what side, but this side first, and lean it toward the shoulder. So I'm not taking my whole body and going like this. I'm just taking my head and leaning my head to one side so that the ear tries to reach the shoulder. Neutral, try the other side, ear to shoulder. Good. Take your head and turn it not all the way to the one side, just halfway, and then put your chin down and look to the ground. Slowly bring it up, back to center, halfway the other way, chin down, look to the ground. Up, center. Now we'll just do a happy face to finish this off because I'm really glad you came. I hope to see you next time, and have a great day. It's supposed to be 20-something degrees where I live in southern Ontario. So I'm going to turn my head to the one side, look up, and then draw a happy face with my whole head down to the center, across the middle, and up to the other side. So my whole head is drawing this happy face, but I'm doing it very slowly. One more happy face as I say goodbye. Have a great day.